Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I did pick up a couple of the best sellers from Glow Recipe, and I'm super excited to get into the review. I do have a couple more affordable dupes that I think may be helpful for some people, and some products that I truly loved and some that I was really disappointed in, so let's get right into it. I'm gonna do this review a little bit differently and apply the products as I talk about them, so here we go. This is a complete side note, but for the last couple weeks, I have been testing out only using an oil cleanser or an oil balm instead of using a water-based cleanser as well. So I'm skipping the double cleanse and just using one cleanser. The Inkey Oat Cleansing Balm. Just a little side note before we get this review started. It's fantastic if you have more of a drier skin type because it does leave your skin really nourished and soft. And it's equally amazing if you have more of an oily skin type because it is going to help remove that excess sebum that just sits on your skin, especially overnight. I really wanted to try out the Glow Recipe Cleansing Balm, and I smelled it in Sephora. Amazing, like all their other products. But honestly, I have a couple cleansing balms already. It didn't really make too much sense to buy another full-size product, so I hope y'all understand. Oh, and I didn't even introduce myself. If you're new, hey, what's up? My name is Pamela. I do skincare content and sometimes beauty, a little bit of hair back in the day, so welcome. My skin type is dry, it is slightly sensitive, and I do have hormonal acne, which I am on some prescription acne medication that helps that keep it under controlled, you know? But y'all came here for a Glow Recipe, so let's get into it. I'm gonna rinse this off now with some warm water so we can get started with the Glow Recipe review. Okay, so the first product we have up is the product that got me going with Glow Recipe, and shout out to James Welsh for putting us on. Also, before we get started, let me say this is not a routine. I'm just using all these products in order so we can get them kind of all in one video out the way, but this is not how I would typically use them. You do not need to use all these products at once like I'm about to do. Just putting that out there. The first product we have up is the Glow Recipe Hyaluronic Clay Pore-Tight Facial. This is a clay mask that doubles as an exfoliant. It does have BHAs in it that are going to gently help to control oil production. They're going to help to unclog pores. They're going to help with blackheads. And it also contains blueberry seed extract, so it has these tiny little exfoliating microbeads in there that are going to help to gently buff away that dead skin. So a product like this will help to exfoliate your skin externally and also penetrate a bit deeper to unclog those pores. This is a mask that you leave on for 2 to 5 minutes depending on how sensitive your skin type is. I remember when I first used this product, it was a bit irritating to my skin, so I left it on for the minimum of 2 minutes. Now, over time that I've been using it, I can leave it on for 5 minutes. I could leave it on for longer than 5 minutes, but I don't recommend. You should always follow the product directions, okay? So on wet skin after cleansing, I'm going to apply a small scoop and very gently massage it in. It's super creamy, and just side note, since I've been using the cleansing balm and I told you my skin is feeling so nourished and so conditioned, you really do feel the difference when you're exfoliating. It just feels so like you should already be using more of a gentle exfoliant, but when you prep the skin and it is feeling soft, it just feels so gentle on the skin, and that's the only way to be. This product also contains watermelon, which is a very hydrating ingredient. Also, just as a rule of thumb, when y'all see things like fruits, vegetables, edible products in skincare, please do not use products that you have in your kitchen on your skin. Do not go in your kitchen and put a raw lemon on your skin. Don't put raw watermelon on your skin, please. When it comes to products with BHAs, it's very helpful to focus them around the nose or any area that you're specifically oily in. Especially if you have combo skin, it's going to be great to spot treat. So you can really target those oily areas like the T-zone and anywhere where you get blackheads. So for me, that's just right around the nose. And then I'll just leave that for around 5 minutes. My skin is feeling super smooth. I feel like it looks brighter already. Overall, when I look in the mirror, it does just look more even, and it has sort of a healthy, very natural glow to it. That's what happens when you exfoliate, people. So next up, we are going in with another pore focus product. This is the Watermelon Glow PHA and BHA Pore Tight Toner. Because this product is also an exfoliant, I wouldn't generally recommend using both of them together. However, on the Glow Recipe website, they do pair the two as a duo and recommend how to use them both together, so that's just how I've been practicing it. It does have that watermelon ingredient in there, so again, it's going to be great to hydrate the skin. I love PHAs if you have more of a sensitive skin type because they are extremely gentle. They're the most gentle chemical exfoliant out of AHAs, BHAs, and PHAs. And I'm just going to press this into the skin. Now, I'll be honest, because I have been using this product in conjunction with the Watermelon Glow Hydro Pore the clay mask. It's got a long name. It's nice, but I feel like I haven't been able to notice the benefits of just using this pore-tight toner by itself. Like, Glow Recipes products, for the most part, they're all pretty fantastic. They're a little bit expensive, but Korean skincare in general is just always elite. So I'm not surprised that this product is also equally fantastic. But I don't think that you need this as well as the clay mask for an exfoliator. I think that you can purchase one product or the other. Me personally, I am more loyal to the clay mask because that was the first product that I bought from Glow Recipe, so I've been using it the longest. I'm extremely familiar with the product's benefits. My skin enjoys it. That's my preferred product. But if you really want to stay away from physical exfoliants, it has the BHA in it, so it's also going to help with oil control. So if you have acne prone, oily skin, BHAs are always going to be a fantastic ingredient for you. This toner is pretty hydrating though, which is more of the reason why I'm interested in it. To be honest, I don't really think about pore size and pore control and all that stuff. The fact that it says it's a pore-tight toner, I can't really attest to the visible shrinking of pores, but I can talk about the hydration, and that is fantastic. It's around $34 for, I think it's like 5 ounces or 3 ounces. So you're getting a decent amount of product compared to some of the other products in their line. When it comes to the basics like cleanser, moisturizer, sunscreen, I don't believe in paying over $30 for those products unless you're getting like quite a bit of product. But I just think that with the basics, those are products that you're going to be applying every day, some of them multiple times a day, like the sunscreen. I would just rather find a decent sunscreen that is affordable and I can get a lot of product, so I can be more encouraged to reapply it, you know? When you're getting a sunscreen that's 1.7 ounces, 50 milliliters of product, and it's expensive, there's no wonder why people only apply it once a day. You know, it's expensive. That adds up really quickly. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We will get there, I promise. Next up, we are getting into some more hydration. This is the Plump Hyaluronic Serum for deep hydration and glow. This product does have a couple ingredients, but the main star is the hyaluronic acid. If you've seen even one skincare video on YouTube, there's a good chance that you've heard of hyaluronic acid. Basically, the name of the game is hydration. That's what it does best. It's able to hold, I believe it's like over 1,000 times its weight in water. It's a fabulous humectant. Humectants are ingredients that attract and lock in moisture and water to the skin, so it keeps your skin healthy, balanced, in its ideal state. You want humectants in your skincare, especially if you have dry or dehydrated skin. But everyone needs hydration, just letting you know. With all hydrating products, you do want to apply them onto wet skin. My opinion, I have no complaints about the product. Oh, except the price. The Plum serum as a hydrating serum is fun. I have no complaints about it. It's good quality. It's Glow Recipe, right? We know this. We can get that out the way. My thing is just, it's such a common ingredient. Is it worth the price? I've used the hyaluronic acid serum from the Inkey list. I believe it's $8.99 or $7.99 in the US. And the kicker is it's the same amount of product. I think it's an ounce. So it's paying under $10, or I think this is $40. It might be like $42. It's giving about the same, in my opinion. I don't think that, actually, to be honest, I kind of prefer the hyaluronic acid from the Inkey list. The price, you just can't beat it, but also I do find that it was more hydrating when I first used it. I noticed a difference immediately in my skin from using that product. With this one, I don't notice a difference. It's a nice formula, it's lightweight. I just think that for a hyaluronic acid hydrating serum, you can find others that are at a cheaper price point. And especially if you are buying from Glow Recipe, a lot of their products focus on hydration. They're a K-beauty brand. That's pretty much what they all do. Even after using the pore-tight toner, my skin already feels it's at a certain level of hydration where using a product like this is not necessary. It's not bad. We could always use more hydration, but I would just go for the Inkey list, to be honest. It's still good. I just think the Inkey list is better. in my opinion. All right, next up we have the Avocado Ceramide Recovery Serum. This is the product that I was most excited to try because I love anything that is all about recovery, repairing, restorative, something that's going to help protect your skin barrier. So if you have a skin concern like eczema, psoriasis, a product like this that has avocado oil is going to be a key ingredient that you should look out for. It also contains allantoin, which helps with cell resurfacing and the healing process. I have a little bit of redness in my skin, but not to the point where I would search out for a product that helps with redness control. So for me, when I was looking at this product in particular, I was hoping it would help more so with the healing process, with scars, and with overall helping to maintain and restore my skin barrier. And maybe this one is on me because when I was using this product, I was expecting more of a kind of like the effects of a Great Barrier Relief from Crave Beauty, and it didn't give me that. But I will chalk that up to the fact that I can't attest to its redness, which I think was the main target for this product anyway. It's still nice, it's just not necessary for me. If you are looking for a product to help with your skin barrier recovery, my number one go-to is always the Crave Beauty Great Barrier Relief. It is sensational. It healed my extremely damaged and compromised skin barrier in less than 2 days. I think I used the product 2 or 3 times and my skin barrier was back to normal. Like, the state that my skin was in, everything was burning, even my moisturizer. Regular moisturizers were burning my skin. It was just from using way too much benzoyl peroxide. But y'all, that serum is the truth. And I don't know why some people say that the smell is, I don't know, it's too strong for them or they don't like it. I love it. It smells like kind of walnuts and syrup to me. It's fantastic. As for this product though, like I said, I really do think that it's meant for people who have a redness skin concern that they want to control. I think investing in something like that will really, it'll be a good choice. It'll do wonders for your skin. Now, I am being very critical of this brand because they're fantastic. Do you know what I mean? I'm not giving them slack because I'm expecting a very high standard from them. I just want to make it very clear that these products are all good. Like, my skin feels fantastic right now. It looks really good. I have 0 complaints. That's not true. I have a couple complaints. But overall, this brand is fantastic. There is one product I don't like. We're gonna get to it. But in the meantime, next up we have Plump Hyaluronic Cream for dewy moisture and plumpness. This is a moisturizer. It's really got a pudding consistency. Fantastic. It's a good product. The only complaint that I have, again, is the price for the amount of product you get. For me, like I had mentioned before, it doesn't make sense for me to invest a lot of money in the basics, which are cleanser, moisturizer, and sunscreen, because those are the products that you're going to be using every day, multiple times a day. So I want something that's affordable, that I'm going to be able to repurchase with no problem, you know, without it feeling like it's a burden on my wallet, and something that's still good quality. Long story short, I don't want to buy anything that is 1.7 ounces unless it's a serum or something that's like a targeted treatment that's really specific that I'm not necessarily using every day or forever. You know, I'm just using during that, for that duration, to get rid of that skin concern or to lessen it. But I'm always need cleanser, moisturizer, and sunscreen. So at the end of the day, it is the end of the day. It feels really good. It's a good product. I need to establish that precedent. These are good products, but it's the fact that it's only 1.7 ounces for, this moisturizer is $39 for 1.7 ounces. Because it's a Korean beauty brand, I know other moisturizers that cost less, you get more product, and they're equally fantastic. One of them, if you want to know an example, is from Silimax. Oh god. Don't rub your vocal cords and talk at the same time, in case you were interested in trying it. Sorry. This is an interesting review. One of the products is from, and I'm doing it again. One of the products is from Silimax. It is the Real Noni Fruit Hydra Firming Lotion. It is honestly, I think it's my favorite moisturizer that I have ever tried. There is something about it that is so perfect. It's amazing. It's so lightweight. It melts into the skin like water, but it is so hydrating. I have dry skin, as I've said like a couple times, and I really used to only go for rich moisturizer, something that was thick and something that was occlusive, because I thought that that's what my skin needed to have. But your skin, if you load it with other hydrating products throughout your routine, you can get away with using a moisturizer that's really lightweight and your skin will still feel, you know, it won't get that tightness throughout the day or overnight. So that moisturizer. I just have nothing but good things to say about it. I think it's either 3 or 5 ounces for $28 in the US. I'll have all the dupes linked below. The only thing I don't like about it is the bottle, but because it's like, you can't squeeze it, it's a glass bottle, so I treat it kind of like ketchup, and you store it upside down. I'm gonna need to pick up some more because I'm almost out of it, but I store it upside down like a ketchup or like a honey bottle, and then you just tap it. Instead of going straight down into your hand, you pour it out on an angle just like this, and it comes out with no problem. Y'all, this moisturizer is it's amazing. This is just a little bit over 5 ounces. This one, which is a little bit thicker, I would say that they both still moisturize your skin around the same, but the amount of product that you're getting for the price, and the thing is, you're using the same amount of product. Like with this one, I use about the same that I use with this one, so it just makes more sense to, I would rather invest and repurchase that product that I know will last me a lot longer. As I have said before, look at my skin. It's called Glow Recipe for a reason, is it not? I don't need to explain this to y'all. Look at this. Look at this. Things you love to see. My skin, it looks smooth, it looks even. The glow is gorgeous. It feels moisturized. It feels fantastic. The thing really is just the price point, and that's only because I'm comparing this with other K-beauty brands. For a Sephora brand, Glow Recipe is pretty on par with the rest of them, but because it is K-beauty, other K-beauty brands tend to be just as good and more affordable. So that's why, in my opinion, Glow Recipe is a little bit expensive. But if it's in the world of Sephora, it makes sense, you know. This product, I don't even have. I don't like to return products that I've opened because most of the time they get thrown out, and that's just bad for the environment. So I would rather kind of suck up the price that I spent and donate it or give it away to someone so it still goes to use. Try to be a little bit more eco-friendly in that way. But this product, I had to return. I wanted my money back. It's the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Sunscreen. Listen, you don't believe me? I left my review on Sephora. I sure did. I am a dedicated Sephora reviewer. I will always be honest with y'all. And this product wasn't it. The glow that it left behind on my skin was beautiful, and the first couple seconds of applying the product were fine. I know that this is some people's favorite brand. I love it too, but please save your money and skip this product. I just have one word, and that is pilling. Eventually, after rubbing in the product and picking up the pilling, removing that from my skin, the sunscreen was fine. The glow was nice. I don't believe that anyone should have to work that hard for a sunscreen. Once again, I don't think anyone should have to work that hard for skincare in general, but when it's the basics, cleanser, moisturizer, sunscreen, like I've been talking about. First of all, the product was already out of my price range in terms of sunscreens for the amount of product you're getting. Sunscreen's one thing I don't play about. I need to be on my P's and Q's so that I can apply that product throughout the day accurately. Because I also do use prescription skincare treatments. Everybody needs sunscreen. You especially need sunscreen when you are treating your skin with more harsh and active ingredients. You need sunscreen. This sunscreen, I tried using it so many different ways. I tried using it with only Glow Recipe products, pilling. I used it with other products, pilling. I used it to reapply like later in the day when my skin was already dry, pilling. No matter what, the pilling was excessive. It was really disappointing. Honestly, I was so disappointed in this product. And I know how much sunscreen to apply, y'all. I applied the proper amount, and it was no matter what I did every single time. I've never experienced pilling like that before. The product pilling on itself, not even under makeup. So here are a couple other sunscreen options in case you want to know. I have 3, and they're all affordable. First up, we do have the, I think it's a little bit overhyped in my opinion. This is the Beauty of Joseon Rice and Probiotic Sunscreen with an SPF of 50. It does leave the skin with more of a natural finish, so it's not super dewy, it's not super matte, it really is that in between. It just looks like skin. When I was applying it, it does have a slight like purple white cast, and I noticed that on my complexion. So I can only imagine how it would be on darker, deeper skin tones. So for me, this product just isn't as inclusive as I would want it to be. Stavana is also a slightly sketchy website. No, I won't say sketchy. Stavana is a little bit weird, the way that they go about things. Like, it was a little sketch to me in the beginning, but my products came. I believe they're authentic, they're fine. It took like 2 weeks for them to come, and my order wasn't confirmed until a week after I made the purchase. It was weird, but they did come nonetheless. This is one of my favorite sunscreens. It is the Skin Aqua UV Super Moisture Gel SPF 50 PA+++++. This product is around $17 and some change, so I think it's like closer to 18. It's just under $18 in the US, and this is, I think this one is like 3 or 4 ounces of product. It's super watery. Look at it go. Some people say my skin looks greasy, some people call it a glow. Either way, that's the sunscreen that I'm using to achieve it. I would say it's pretty good across the board for any skin type. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it for sensitive skin, and I would not recommend it if you have a compromised skin barrier. In general, I wouldn't recommend chemical sunscreens if you have a compromised skin barrier because they will burn. This sunscreen also does have a bit of an alcohol smell when you're first using it. It fades on the skin, and I've been using this product for several months now, so it doesn't bother me, but initially, yeah, it does have a strong chemical smell to it. But still, this is the best bang for your buck that I have been using so far. Black Girl sunscreen is also good. The regular version is around, I think it's like 3 ounces for $19. The kids version is 3 ounces for $10. The regular version is a little bit more moisturizing, I would say. It is pretty thick, so I would only use it if you have really dry skin. But personally, even though I do have dry skin, I've been more interested in lighter weight products throughout the day, especially because it is summertime. But my third option, this is the sunscreen that I have been obsessed with. It's super teeny tiny, it fits in my pocket. It's like the palm of my hand. But this, and it lasts. The thing is, it lasts. This is one that I will continue to repurchase. Thick sunscreens for the win. It is so easy to reapply throughout the day. 0 white cast, 0 grease, 0 mess. You can't beat it. And it's non-irritating to the eyes. I put this on my eyelids. I put it underneath. It just glides on. So easy. No complaints from me. And I think on Stylovana, I paid around $12 or $13 for this. But the thing is, even though it's super small, it lasts. And this is a product that I do carry around with me and reapply throughout the day, and it is still lasting. I've had this for, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks at this point, and I've been using it pretty consistently, and I'm not even a little bit out of product. Not even a little. And then I just wipe it off with a tissue when I'm done and put it back in my pocket. This is what I'm talking about. I hope Glow Recipe, maybe they'll come out with another sunscreen, or maybe just work on reformulating that original one, because the pilling, I just want better from them. I want better for them. They're a great brand, and they could definitely make a better product, in my opinion. But this sunscreen, y'all, perfection for reapplication. Look at this, just gliding on, no mess. I don't even have to touch my hands, and that's what I love, because when I'm out, my big issue with reapplying sunscreen, I want to wash my hands. I want to make sure that my hands are clean, and I can't always just go to a bathroom and reapply sunscreen. So this, I will sit in my car, and I know people think I'm putting deodorant on my face, and that's okay. It doesn't bother me because my skin is protected. So easy, no fuss, no muss, no complaints, and no grease. My skin still looks exactly the same as it did underneath, so it's not adding like a greasy layer. It's super lightweight. It feels like love and happiness. It feels like this is how sunscreen is supposed to be. Fantastic, highly recommend. For this portion of the video, we're gonna switch things up, and I am going to be applying a little bit of makeup so I can show you how to use this product in 2 ways. So now the last product that we have is probably their most viral product. It is the original Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dew Drops for the ultimate glow and brightening serum. This product is a makeup skincare hybrid. It is a 2-in-1, so you can use it on its own as a brightening serum because it does have niacinamide. In the same way I was telling y'all before about hyaluronic acid, if you've heard of that, there's a good chance that you've also heard of niacinamide. My skin already has a bit of a glow to it, but this is a product that you can use after cleansing and before moisturizing as a serum for a little bit of extra glow. You can also use this as the last step of your skincare after sunscreen for a natural subtle glow. You can just apply it like a highlighter. It reminds me a bit of Glossier's Future Dew, but this one does have more skincare benefits than the other product. It doesn't have mica in it. It doesn't have any glitters. It really is just a more authentic skincare highlighter, if that makes sense. This product also works as a primer underneath your makeup for that natural glow, or you can mix in with a little bit of foundation. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth Foundation in the shade 220 Natural Beige. Just mix a little bit of this with a little bit of that. It adds a really natural glow to the skin, so it just looks like skin. I will say one thing that I've noticed is that it does slightly sheer out the foundation, so it isn't as full coverage, but it does leave it with a really pretty natural glow. This also works with concealers. Really, I mean, theoretically, any kind of complexion product. Like, you could mix it in with a liquid blush if it's matte and you wanted it to have a bit of a glow, or you could just use it as a highlighter. To me, a product like this, even though it's nice, it's only worth it if you are going to use it as a makeup skincare hybrid. If you're just using this product for skincare, niacinamide is a really popular ingredient that can be found in so many products. I don't think it's necessary to seek out this one specifically. And I'll just use some plain foundation on my forehead so that y'all can see the difference. So on my forehead, we do just have plain foundation with, I suppose, sunscreen as the only prep underneath. Over here we have plain foundation on top of the niacinamide dewdrops, which I think is the best option, is to use it as a primer because it does give that super natural highlight, that glow from within, but you do still get the coverage. And then over here we have it with the foundation and the niacinamide dewdrops mixed together. It doesn't give good coverage if you have scars or if you have acne that you're trying to cover. So using that would really make your foundation into more of a skin tint, which is cool if you want a 2-in-1, but not if you're looking for the coverage that a foundation typically offers. Now that you've heard all of my thoughts, it is time for the conclusion. As I've said, Glow Recipe is a fantastic brand. Are these products worth the price point compared to other K-beauty products? In my opinion, I would pass on most of them. The only product that I truly think is worth purchasing is the one that I've been using the longest. It is the Watermelon Glow Hyaluronic Clay Pore-Tight Facial for pore refining and exfoliating. This product is pretty unique to me. I haven't tried anything that is quite like it before, and my skin really loves it, and I do think yours will too. It is a little bit pricey. It sits at $40 in the US, but it's only something that you would be using maybe once or twice a week. I do not recommend using this product every single day, and so for that reason it will last you a bit longer. As I did mention, I think that the dewdrops are only worth it if you're going to also use the serum with your makeup. If you're just using it for skincare, there's niacinamide and so many different things. The moisturizer is good, it's just small. I think that you can find similar items for a better price point. Same thing with the serum. To me, it's a little bit expensive for a hydrating serum. I don't have any complaints about the toner. This is also the travel size, also really good. I just don't think that you need this and the clay mask, so you can pick one or the other. I say try this out if you do have redness that you're looking to control, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, and the sunscreen, I would just skip it. But yeah, thank you so much for sticking with me through this video. I know it was a bit of a longer one, but I gave you as much details as I possibly could, so I really do hope that you found it helpful. I'll tell you what though, my skin is looking fantastic. Is it not? It looks good. That is it for me, my friends, and I will see you in the next one. Bye y'all, be safe.